So I've now owned my Tahoe for over 3 years and a little over 60,000 miles. So in today's video, I want to go over my 5 most favorite mods that I've done to it so far, and it won't be in any specific order. So the first mod is definitely starting inside of the Tahoe. It's going to be the radio. Now, I've mentioned this in other videos, but it's probably my most favorite mod just because it's something that's needed in most Tahoes. If yours doesn't come with a Bose, then the radios absolutely are not good in my opinion, and neither are the speakers. I changed both, and I also added 2 12s to go with that, just so I can have a full system all around. When you can listen to good quality music, it makes you almost forget that you're even driving a lot of times. That's going to be the first one, and so the rest of them are going to be outside. So let's get back outside. So the next few mods are going to be out here, starting with my leveling kit. It's on a 3-inch leveling kit by Wolf Suspension. I use their keys and I think they're 2.5 or 3-inch rear blocks. So it's just a stock spring sitting on some blocks on the back to lift it up or level it. And I put some Bilstein 5100s with that, and that pretty much got everything to go where it's supposed to. Now I did a lot of work to the front end as well. I have Cognito control arms. I have kryptonite, all kind of kryptonite parts down there as well. I can't even remember all of them off the top of my head, but a lot of work went into the front end. Rear end is basically still stock minus the struts and blocks, but that's really it. So it really drastically improved the look of the truck, and I really like it. To go with that, so that's number 2. Number 3, to go with that, it's going to be the wheels, and these are Motive Magnus 23Bs, and as you can see, they have a pretty huge lip on there, which is what I wanted. They're very dirty right now, but they still look good, and they just look very good, along with the tires, which are 33 by 12.5 20s, and they are some Venom Power Terra Hunters. I really like those. They've been pretty good to me so far. So that's that, and as you can see, they even stick out a little bit, which is what I wanted, which is aggressive off-road look. They really fit the build and the look I was going for. So easily, you know, wheels and suspension are probably the 2 most drastic visual improvements of the Tahoe, and performance improvements. Off-road, at least, it performs a lot better. I can go a lot of places. You know, this Tahoe is rear-wheel drive, and just those 2 mods alone have allowed me to drive and a lot of places that I probably wouldn't even dare attempt to with a rear-wheel drive open diff truck. Number 4 is going to easily be transmission cooler, and the reason I say this is because it helps drastically with not only my confidence, but it helps my ability to tow with the truck, the Tahoe, which is something I do anytime that the Corvette needs to go somewhere, or it used to need to go somewhere. I was towing it, definitely towing it to shops if it broke, so I didn't have to pay a tow truck. It was much cheaper to pay for a trailer from U-Haul for a few hours than it was to call a tow truck. So that saved me a lot of time if I didn't want to drive. And I also towed the Corvette from 5 hours away with the trailer all the way back to where I am now. So having a transmission cooler in those situations is critical, because you're towing like 6,000–7,000 pounds, and 460s just heat up, and the stock size cooler just isn't enough. So it just gives you the confidence and keeps your transmission performing the way it's supposed to be. Definitely probably the most recommended mod that is in my favorites. Something every Tahoe owner I feel should do if you live in a warm climate. So that's that. That's number 4. So last but not least, the 5th and most fun upgrade, I should say, is going to be back here, which this tire is losing air. Is going to be my exhaust, which on here I have a MBRP. It's a single exit catback exhaust. One of probably easily behind the radio's most favorite mod, and I'll go ahead and throw a clip of it in here so you can hear how it sounds. So yeah, that's how the exhaust sounds. I really love it. It's not loud, it's not too loud, but it's loud enough to where you can hear it and it sounds good. but you can still listen to music and have a conversation, and you can barely hear the exhaust when you're on the freeway. It's no drone, perfect if you just want a catback exhaust that's not loud. It's not gonna scream and wake your neighbors up when you crank the truck. So that's my 5 most favorites, and as a bonus I will throw in my headlights. I love these headlights, even though I cannot get them the LED bars to work that you can see, but these have overall changed the look of the Tahoe completely. I used to have the stock ones on, and I had some cheap black ones on there, and I threw these on. These are spec detuning headlights that also match my tail lights, but I really like them. So that's just a bonus, but that's gonna do it for this one. So those are my 5 favorite mods, or my 5 most favorite mods that I've done to the Tahoe, and plus a bonus, and that is it. So if you have anything or any mods that you've done to your Tahoe or Silverado, whatever Chevy, SUV, or truck that you've done, and drop a comment down below, and everybody, we can all discuss that as a community. I know you guys are probably wondering where I've been and why I haven't been uploading for the last 3 months, and I've just been busy with life. A lot of changes going on for the better, and just kind of kept me busy away from YouTube, but got a lot of stuff that I need to do and stuff that I will definitely be making videos, especially with the Tahoe for sure, and even more pressing issues with the C5, which for a lot of you that don't know, this is my 2001 Corvette. I will be working on this first. It has some exhaust leaks and a few other issues that we're going to take care of, and we'll probably throw it on a dyno. It's not guaranteed yet, but more than likely we'll throw it on a dyno and just get a base tune so I can get that check engine light off and get it inspected and all that good stuff. So we'll probably get to that within the next month or so. So expect to see that, or and then after that we'll be right back to the Tahoe. I have quite a few pressing issues with the Tahoe. Like, I don't have a wheel key at the moment, and I have 2 tires that are leaking air that need to be plugged. So that's really not too fun, but we'll get to it all. So if you guys have any video recommendations or anything you want to see, leave a comment down below. But that's gonna do it for this one. So as always, y'all take it easy, and I will catch y'all on the next one.